What's up, guys? Today we're going to talk about a subject that's very near and dear to my heart. It's a movie franchise that I grew up with ever since I can remember. It's Star Wars. So we're going to talk about the last movie, which was The Last Jedi. And hopefully we can start a discussion about why some people hate it, and why some people are okay with it, and why, for whatever reason, some of the people out there may actually have thought it was absolutely amazing. So here's my thoughts on that. As far as this franchise goes, I like Kylo Ren. He's the only character I've attached to. I have zero attachment to any of the other people that are current in the lore. I think they got it right with the villain. He's not as whiny as Anakin, which I think was a big disappointment to people, that he was so whiny. But I think he's impulsive in a villainous way. So I like Kylo Ren. As far as the movie goes, it's hard to get into the movies when all you're doing is waiting for the next Kylo Ren scene. So that was my first thing about this movie. Basically, I went into it hoping for a connection with some of the other characters, which I didn't get at all. I enjoyed the twist of them fighting together to kind of get to that point where you were wondering if they might actually make some kind of joining of forces work. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the build up to it. I enjoyed that little bit of the movie. That was about it. And I mean, basically the whole movie was the build up to that. Because the ending was horrible, and we'll get to that later. But I thought they were going somewhere with it, which they didn't. So, as a whole, I would say since about 70% of the movie was the build-up of Rey and Kylo possibly coming to some common ground, I enjoyed about 70% of the movie. Now, where it went wrong for me was the ending. Where's the epic battle? Every other Star Wars movie, although maybe not as long some of the battles as others, there was some epic battle, some driving force for you to be gnawing at the teat for the next movie that's coming out. There was nothing. Basically maybe whatever you want to call it, a Jedi copy of Luke that fooled Kylo Ren into thinking that he was going to get into an epic battle. All it did was fool us and let us down. That's how I felt about it. I have nothing to look forward to in the next movie because nothing happened at the end. I feel like every other movie had a clear drawn line for where the series was going to take us next. Each next Jedi lost his master to some kind of big epic battle that they witnessed that fueled them to get to be the Jedi that they were. I don't see Rey as having anything as inspiration. My master died of exhaustion. He died of exhaustion. That's what I got out of it. You guys correct me if I'm wrong, but he collapsed out of exhaustion of apparently meditating and projecting himself a planet away, or whatever many planets away, galaxies, or whatever. He died of exhaustion. It was fucking stupid. You don't kill Luke Skywalker with exhaustion. I didn't watch all these other movies and build a connection with this character to see him die of old age from meditation. Didn't like it. Not a fan of it. The other problem I had was that I think there was too much fluff. There's a lot of talking. I don't remember, and I might be wrong. I may have just not revisited my Star Wars movies in a while, but why are they talking so much? Why are you talking so much? Why? I don't understand. I think that, with all due respect, the Star Wars cast are not usually of top caliber acting. And the more you make them talk and try to pull emotion that's unneeded, I don't need it. The more you start to realize how really bad of actors some of them are. They could have done themselves a favor, cut a lot of that talk out, and give me any fighting scene at the end. Any. At all. That'd have been great. So what do I think they could have changed? As you probably know, the ending. I'd have liked to see maybe Kylo and Rey join forces. That would have gave me something to look forward to, because there could have been this tension between the two of one trying to pull one further to the dark and one trying to pull one to the light. Maybe some mistrust, maybe some the fall of both of the both of the sides, where they become this kind of their own thing, their own little group that's saying, you know what, I don't like what you're doing or what you're doing. This is what needs to be done. This is how we need to move forward. And that tension would have made me want to see the next movie. Would have fueled me for wanting to go and buy a ticket for the next one. The movie ended and it seems like they don't know what's going on next. It looked like the ending of a franchise movie where the franchise hadn't got renewed yet, and they were just kind of leaving it up in the air to whether or not will there be a next one or not. I don't know. There could be, or this could be it. It was silly. It was silly. And the other thing, of course, an epic Luke and Kylo battle. For once, we had a Jedi that we had already had a connection to, that we weren't rushed to connect with, that was still not, extremely old. He wasn't Obi-Wan when he got killed. That could still probably hold his own in a Jedi, in a fight. In a saber fight. Why not have this fight? Why not have this epic battle on this epic field with these, this grandiose scheme of an ending? Just give me the fight. Instead, we have Luke dying from and I'm assuming he died because they said they didn't sense his force anymore, or he was gone, or whatever they said. It's just silly. It's silly. Nothing about the ending of that movie, nothing about the last 30% of that movie was good for me. I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments. And let's try to have a discussion about this, because I don't know how I feel about going to see the next movie in the theater. I've not missed one Star Wars theater open, and the next one I am trying hard to find a way to get myself pumped up for it, because it seems like they don't know what the fuck they're doing. This is Joey from Geek'd. Let me know what you guys think.